Mathematics of Answered Prayers explores the spiritual principles and divine equations that lead to effective and fruitful prayer. Pastor Adeboye, with his background in mathematics and deep spiritual insight, presents prayer not just as a mystical act, but as a systematic process that follows divine logic, a kind of mathematics of the spirit. He reveals how certain spiritual variables, when rightly combined, guarantee answered prayers. Main themes and concepts. 1. God is a God of order and precision. God does not do things haphazardly. He operates in patterns and predictable principles, much like how mathematics is governed by laws and formulas. Prayers get answered when the right spiritual equation is solved. 2. The divine formula. Prayer equals request, plus right standing, plus right timing, plus faith. Pastor Adeboye shows that prayer must include request, supplication, clear, specific, heartfelt petitions, right standing with God, righteousness, holiness, obedience, and a clear conscience, right timing, kairos, sensitivity to divine seasons, faith, trust in God's ability and willingness, believing before seeing. If any of these components are missing, the equation becomes unbalanced. Key mathematical principles in prayer. 1. Obedience plus holiness equals access to God's presence. Just as 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, consistent obedience and a life of holiness give you unbroken access to God's throne room. Psalm 24 verses 3 to 4. Only those with clean hands and a pure heart can ascend the hill of the Lord. 2. Faith times persistence equals supernatural breakthrough. Faith alone is powerful, but when multiplied by persistence, Luke 18 verses 1 to 8, results become inevitable. Just like multiplying any number with a higher value intensifies it, persistence intensifies your faith results. 3. Thanksgiving plus praise equals divine invitation. Thanksgiving and praise are like divine keys that unlock God's attention. Psalm 100 verse 4. These are not optional. They are compulsory components in the mathematics of answered prayers. 4. Asking plus believing plus not doubting equals results. Mark 11 verse 24 shows that asking and believing must go hand in hand. Doubt is like subtracting from the value of faith. It diminishes effectiveness. Factors that hinder the equation. 1. Sin equals barrier. Isaiah 59 verses 1 to 2. Sin short-circuits the prayer process. Even if every other component is in place, sin subtracts from the outcome. 2. Unforgiveness equals division by 0. Holding grudges makes your prayers ineffective. Mark 11 verse 25. Unforgiveness nullifies even the strongest prayer life. 3. Wrong motive equals equation error. James 4 verse 3. Asking for selfish reasons is like feeding the wrong variable into an equation. It results in null. Biblical examples used. Elijah, 1 Kings 18 verses 36 to 38. Elijah's prayer was answered instantly because he had right relationship with God, faith, confidence, purpose aligned with God's will. Hannah, 1 Samuel 1. Her shift in prayer from mere asking to vowing and aligning with God's purpose was what cracked the equation and gave her Samuel. Solomon, 2 Chronicles 1 verses 7 to 12. He asked for wisdom, not riches. The motive was right, and God added more than he asked. Practical applications. Check your equation. Before praying, examine if all spiritual variables are in place. Righteousness, faith, motive, and persistence. Keep the equation clean. Avoid subtraction, sin, doubt, unforgiveness, and division errors, pride, insincerity. Use the right method. Approach God in worship, declare his promises. Pray in line with his will, and be persistent. Maintain spiritual sensitivity. Sometimes, the timing variable is not yet fulfilled. Trust and wait. Conclusion. Pastor Adeboye, using the metaphor of mathematics, makes it clear that answered prayers are not random miracles. They are the result of spiritual laws consistently obeyed. Just like solving a mathematical problem requires understanding the principles involved, so does prayer. When you understand and apply these divine principles, answers are guaranteed. Key quote: God is not a respecter of persons, but he is a respecter of principles. If you align with his divine equation, your prayers will be answered. If you enjoy this audiobook summary, Do well to like and subscribe for more insightful and faith-lifting book summary. Get a copy of this book for more depth.